All right, gang, it is television tag team title tournament time. Mr. USA Tony Atlas and Soul Man Rocky Johnson in their lightning round to fight to survive against Alpha and Sika, the Wall Samoans.
Our ladies and gentlemen, the continuation of our television tag team championship tournament. This match, one fall, with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 550 pounds, from Washington, D.C. Soul Man Rocky Johnson, and from Roanoke, Virginia, Mr. USA, Tony Atlas. Please welcome the Soul Patrol.
All I know is I'm tickled AF. The Soul Patrol took care of the Revival's travel arrangements out of this tournament. Only now, they gotta avoid the same deal happening to them tonight against the Wild Samoans.
And Alpha and Sika ain't no cruiserweight bottom-feeding losers like Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. Upset could be a real true thing if the Soul Patrol doesn't fight to hang onto their spot.
You're starting to sound more and more like Myron Schimmelman every day, GB.
And their opponents representing the stable of Captain Lou Albano from the island of Samoa, combined weight 587 pounds, the team of Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
Again, this tournament's brought out a who's who of the tag team division. New teams, old teams, teams that haven't competed since the last presidential administration, and here's Lou Albano's contribution, setting Alpha and Sika on the Soul Patrol. Hoping to knock them off the perch, but they're all powerhouse guys, so it should be an even scuffle.
I'd like to see the Soul Patrol stay the course tonight, but they got a taller than usual job order for this round of the tourney.
Like I said before, when it comes to booking, Myron's a Bond villain. Tony Atlas and Samoan Alpha starting us off here as referee Willie Johnson sounds the bell. And here we go, they lock it up. Tony Atlas. Belly to belly suplex on Alpha, dead center ring, immediate pin. One. Oh, that's no good. Quick pins. Well, that trick never works. Knee to the midsection from Alpha, a chop, a right down kick. Takes Tony Atlas down to the mat. Atlas quickly counters, gets back up on his feet. Gets the whole loving overhand right to Alpha. Stamping the hand and then stamping the shoulder. Mr. USA off to a pretty good start here. Alpha rounded up by the scruff of the neck. Big time, heavy blow to the chest. Mr. USA with a stomp to the shoulder of Samoan Alpha. And here comes Soul Man Rocky Johnson. Alpha in some pretty bad straits right away. First minute of the match, he's already getting roughed up. Stomp to the lower abdomen from Rocky Johnson. Rocky rounds him up. Sling ding neck breaker. Nicely done. Stomp right to the face of Samoan Alpha. And well, discus punch. Yeah, can't count on Lou Albano at ringside, not in a tournament match anyway. They're gonna have to do this all by themselves. Rocky Johnson gathers up Alpha. Alpha counters with a knee. Gets a hold of the Soul Man. Whips him to the ropes. Swings and misses. Gets a hold of him again. Lines him up against the ropes. Let's see what Alpha's up to. Ooh, throat chop from Samoan Alpha. Look at this. Ooh. Oh, man. Butt splash off the middle rope. Then a diving headbutt. Well, I guess that was Samoan Alpha's parting shot. Here comes Sika on the tag. Rocky Johnson takes him down with an elbow. Loving overhand right. Slams the head back down the canvas. And here comes Mr. USA Tony Atlas again. They lock it up. Sika with a knee to the midsection. Atlas. A little do the hustle and a kick to the gut right there and a shot right to the head. Another kick to the midsection, a double axe, and he just beat him into the canvas. Oh, wow. Okay. Tony Atlas. And a stomp to the shoulder of Samoan Sika. And here comes Rocky Johnson again. And Soul Patrol fighting to stay in this tournament. Already got 4 other teams that are locked in their spots last week. Rocky Johnson with right hands to the head of Sika. Beats it out of town, turns it over to Tony Atlas. Atlas, one arm, clothesline, nicely done. Couple of hard shots. Sika counters, finds his way off the ropes. Atlas counters him into a back body drop. He might have been trying for a pile driver or something. Here comes Rocky Johnson, and here comes Alpha. Fresh partners all the way around. Rocky Johnson with a bulldog to Alpha. A jab, a right, a left, a kick to the midsection, and a DDT center ring. Rocky Johnson goes for the cover. Not even a one. Alpha quickly getting the shoulder up. Rocky Johnson. A couple of hard chops across the chest and spinning the forearm. Whoa! Out of nowhere, Alpha quickly takes him down, swings and misses with a clothesline. Rocky Johnson goes behind on him. Oh, look at this Cobra Clutch kind of thing going on here. Into a Russian leg sweep. Rocky Johnson tags in Mr. USA Tony Atlas. And the Samoans have not had a lot of chances to mount some momentum here. Oh, wow, look at this, a face claw from Tony Atlas, and he's got the hamstring to pull that off. A quick rescue from Sika. Tony Atlas gets Alpha out of the ring. Sika out of the ring. Takes a moment to get a little adulation from the crowd. Alpha makes his way to a standing position on the outside. Tony Atlas rounded up, rolls back inside the ring. Don't look like we're going to get a whole bunch of outside action here. Knee to the midsection from Alpha. Tony Atlas catches a headbutt. And he goes rounded back up again. The Wild Samoans try to mount some offense here. Belly to belly suplex to Tony Atlas. The Samoan Alpha takes himself to the top turnbuckle. And he's going to the top root. Right in the headbutt right there. There's a pin attempt. Willie Johnson in position now. Nope. Right, not this time. Here comes Rocky Johnson on the tag. They lock it up. This old man flips Alpha to the wrist. An elbow takes him right down to the canvas. Here's a pin. Oh. Okay. Alpha taking a moment to figure it all out. Comes back inside the ring. Kick to the midsection from Rocky Johnson. Goes behind. There's a clothesline. Reaching into the corner. There's a stop to the chest. There's another one. But out of the corner by the throat. Rounded back up. Walks in the ring. There's a backbreaker. Rocky Johnson's going to take him for another walk and another backbreaker. Alpha rolls out to the canvas. So man, Rocky Johnson firmly in control. While Samoan off the center ring. There's a headlock. Rocky Johnson rolls out of it. Gathers up Samoan Alpha. Knee to the midsection from Alpha. Foot right to the face. Rocky Johnson. Bounce off the ropes, misses with the diving headbutt. Didn't catch nothing with canvas on that one. Rocky Johnson misses with the kick, but nails him with a running bulldog. Tony Atlas out of this corner, not a good thing. Knee to the head. Rocky Johnson, nice cross body off the top rope. Goes for the cover, 1, 2. Again, no doubt, Samoan Alpha still too strong. Rocky Johnson misses with the jab, gets countered by Alpha, who was busted open, by the way. Oh, look at this, just strangling. Straight strangling. Oh, wow. Man. Alpha escorts Rocky Johnson to the Wild Samoans corner. Tags in Sika. You see some double teams right here. Ooh, wicked kick. And then a splash out to the center of the ring. Rolls Rocky Johnson. Sika all the way up on the top turnbuckle as Rocky Johnson makes his way to a standing position here. Oh, double Alexander right across the top of the head. Rocky Johnson counters with a quick enziguri. takes him down to the canvas. Another headlock from Rocky Johnson. Again, he rolls out of the hole. Sika back to a strong position here. Rocky Johnson. Again, what a nasty neck breaker. It's like a stunner neck breaker. Sika slams Rocky Johnson into the Samoans corner. Here comes Alpha on the tag, and here comes a nasty double team from the Samoans. Ooh, double knees to the midsection. Alpha takes over the driver's seat. Whoa, what a kick right to the face of Rocky Johnson. He's already caught one of those. Alpha stalking him. Got him by the throat. And here goes Samoans fight. This could be bad right here. Here's a pin. Oh, Mr. USA right there to save the day for his team. I didn't appreciate it. Ooh. Put Tony Atlas down on the floor. Rocky Johnson's on the outside, on the other side, and Alpha's right out there out there. They're digging right on the inside, but they're just recounting. There's got to be a winner here. Can't be no ball or any counter for the kick to the head from Rocky Johnson. Goes Alpha back inside the ring. Alpha misses with the clothesline. Rocky Johnson misses with the jab, gets him by the throat. Ooh. There we go. Ooh. Hard shot in the gut. Meanwhile, Tony Atlas going to work on Sika on the outside, belly-to-belly suplex on the floor. Hard right spins off around from Rocky Johnson. Clutching overhand right to the chest, and down he goes. Come on. Hey. Tony Atlas comes in on the tag. Alpha catches another kick to the midsection from Tony Atlas. Has him up for the powerbomb. Gathers him up again over the wall. Samoan drop. Nice tandem move from Mr. USA. Here's a pin. 1, 2. Hold up. Just keeping Alpha going. Rocky Johnson comes in on the tag. Alpha up to one knee. Rocky Johnson right there to break it up. There's a knee right to the head from Rocky Johnson. A stomp to the lower abdomen. And this old man stalking Alpha here. Misses the grapple. Moses missed the grapple. Look to the ropes. Nice neck breaker. Here's another pin attempt. 1, 2. Sika breaking up the pin that time. Tony Atlas shows him the exit. Rocky Johnson. Ooh, hard double axe handle to the back of the head. Samoan Alpha. A rebound off the ropes. And a running splash. And again, Tony Atlas and Sika mixing it up on the outside. Clubbing overhand right to Sika from Tony Atlas. Alpha on the apron. Tony Atlas. Off right hands on the head of Sika. Sika hangs up Rocky Johnson on the ropes for 2 legal men in the match right here. Drops across the chest. Rocky Johnson counters. That's a hold of Alpha. Looks over the ropes. There's another elbow. Takes him down. Tony Atlas and Sika still mixing it up on the outside. Neither one of them in the third corner. Rocky Johnson off the top rope. There's an elbow to the chest. He goes for the cover and hooks the leg here. 1, 2, 3. Sika nowhere to be found. Atlas and Johnson will be advancing to the next round of this tournament.
Here's the time. 11 minutes and 11 seconds. And your winners, Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas.
Well, how about this? Soul Man Rocky Johnson and Mr. USA Tony Atlas picking up the win, snatching it away out of the jaws of defeat and out of the hands of the Wild Samoans. Rocky Johnson delivering the coup de grace right here to Samoan Sika. We'll be right back with more Snarl right after this.